some warrants for Ferret. That's what it was.
Nah, it doesn't really work. The cat's just like, stop. Just do it here. Just newspaper roll, like, quit it.
Yeah, I'm not sure why the streaming's having issues now. It didn't seem to be struggling that much earlier, but now I have all this latency.
Do you have bad weather in your area?
Wonder if Twitch or like
No, just local singles.
hot moms in your area want to fuck.
Weird.
I'm gonna invent the internet in this game based off magic.
Oh no.
Try closing that.
Create the
and
matrix.
that. Okay.
All right, Sweet Pea. Welcome to the internet.
Love how we have all this lag, but then we have Mr. Bamboozled over there in 4K.
Yeah.
With my kitty.
8K
Hello,
HDR.
It's
Okay.
Evie.
I don't even know if the streams are working.
Twitch is.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Yeah, I might need to write one of the three things off or something. Because it seems like it happened about this time of night last time too. It was around 11:30 our time when it started freaking
Yeah, I
out.
think so. That sounds about right.
It was. I
Maybe
wrote
it's
it down.
maybe it's a certain amount of time.
Yeah,
2 or
maybe
3 hours.
the string length and they just deprioritize it or something. I don't know. But what's weird is like I'm seeing my own leg in the Discord video now, and I don't know why. Strange. Anyways, you guys can hear me fine?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh
Alright.
fuck, he speaks
Yeah, I
cell
hear
phone.
you.
No, what?
It's
Oh.
oh.
Oh yeah, I'm about to hit you with something crazy.
I just
Whoa.
want to see
Oh my god.
I just want to
They're
see
2
my
different
internet.
languages.
Shit talking, everybody understands me.
So
Not me.
Except for me.
So Cleovad pointed out that there's a wash tub that he patched up and filled with water from the well. After showing off the Lord's room in the back, and Sully said there's a weird pile of shit in there. You should probably maybe keep an eye on. And that's where we were.
Oh, and then I was like, did you check out the well?
Cleoved's like, yeah, well's awesome.
How far down
I'm
did
gonna
it
look
go?
at him. Are you sure you checked out the well?
Yeah, the rope's even still good. It got water. Water seemed fine.
Oh, worse, there's water down there too?
Yeah. That's how it filled the wash tub.
Love me.
Notice me
You know
sometime.
what? We're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with that. You know what? We got no
Master.
reason. All right, Cleo. You're right. You've done a great job. Let me just make sure. I'm gonna put this alarm right where that. I'm gonna do one more ritual alarm over this hole. And yeah, that'll be it. And then I'm calling it a night.
And just so you know, Master, the bed in there is very comfortable, and there's room for 2. And,
Hey, Warthon, now's your chance.
Cleo, make sure you go get the cot and hang out by the door. That's I want you to be sleeping there near the bed, near the door tonight.
Warthon.
Cleovad. I want to call Cleovad over to me.
Yeah.
I know that it may not seem like this with a bunch of people, but I really appreciate what you did to get us this house and what you've done to spruce it up.
Thanks. And he does some finger counting and tries to look around where Sully went. He did not notice Sully slipped past him into the master bedroom. And just like, where'd Sully go?
I don't know. I'm gonna go sleep in here. Good night, guys.
It is
And I'm
much
gonna go lean up
nicer
by the
than what
hearth.
I am used to.
Great. And Cleovad looks at you, Mill, and like gives a knowing wink and a gesture towards the door, towards Winter, and then just lays back.
Great door guard. 10 out of 10.
That's awesome.
We're still, probably not a problem. You know, you can go in there too. I'm sure there's room for one more. Takes a nap.
Don't let me stop you.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Oh,
Um,
gosh.
Before I go to bed, DM, I would like to read a book, but go ahead with it.
Sure.
Start when I got in bed. I was going to read my book too.
Gotcha.
Yeah. You know, I'm actually super
They're waiting
curious, so
around.
I'm going to use this opportunity to. I'll knock, of course.
There's a rap at the door, Winter, as you're probably getting comfortable.
Come in.
Tries to push the door open without taking it off its hinges.
Hold up.
And Sully, are you just spooking in the corner right now?
I'm going into the trance, like, get ready to go to sleep.
Nice. This is
Oh,
where
okay.
you're safe. All right.
Perfect.
Facing toward the hole.
Okay.
I look at you. I look at him.
Oh,
I look at
The
you.
party.
I just want you to
Wait,
know that
hold on,
that's
wait,
not how
is
this
something about
this
to happen?
works. You're in a trance right now, buddy. You're about to hear it all if anything goes on.
Oh my god.
Calls the
I'm
wolf
coming
in.
out of it! I'm coming out of it!
Calls the wolf in.
Hold on a minute. Hold on.
I'm
let
gonna
me check
actually
my
just get my get Elma set up on the bed here.
So,
book.
I just
I'm
imagine her
rolling
and the
with
wolf in
myself
the
waking
bed
up.
kicking.
Dax is
Oh no,
already in
Dex!
bed.
No,
Dex,
what can I roll
oh.
to-
Dax
no,
is
what can I
already in the
roll to
bed.
wake myself up?
Wake up!
Can't say. I'm just kidding.
So how much room is Dex taking up right now?
He sleeps right in between my legs.
Oh,
Okay.
kinky.
What the fuck?
I think we
I
already
like this.
discussed this.
Sully, you have alert, right?
Dude, I don't think I do.
You need to make a
think I got-
perception check.
I did a wisdom save.
Oh shit!
there's far more ruckus than Winter should be making alone in this.
Yeah, it
bed.
probably sounds just like like big dog trying to
Okay,
kill.
I'm coming out and I'm coming out the room.
It's just like, nope.
Yeah.
I book it. Gone.
Just laying there, I have my book open. I'm looking at her. Now I'm looking at him. Following them out the room. Can you shut the door on your way out, Sully?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Appreciate it.
Door falls off hinges.
Thanks.
I can just imagine me, Orthon, and Cleovat just seeing
Mm-hmm.
him scurry out of the room like, and as he's passing by, not into threesomes.
I'm gonna look at Mill.
Maybe.
What's up? How's it going? Caught me in a very compromising position.
Reading?
Yep.
It must be a very intriguing book.
It is. Furious. Know a couple things about it. Do you want to take a look at it?
Of course.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'll show her the book.
That's what got furious, man.
It's that fucking big sexy book.
Yes.
I get all the
No, dude.
ladies.
The nerds will inherit the earth.
Oh no. So, just out of curiosity, what kind of book is this? Like, what you got here?
Darn, the DM can't eat his food. Let me scroll down to the description, huh?
You thought.
That's right, you had the Soul Journey book.
Oh my.
That's what gets them.
The Clash of Souls.
Oh, and souls and
The Kama Sutra.
yeah, becoming one.
Dante's Inferno.
Sorry about that.
The Divine
pillow fell on the
Comedy.
cat, and he was yelling at me to move it.
Nice. I think I closed the document that had the description of what the book looks like. Let me reopen it.
50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Yeah, I didn't.
I believe it was just.
But
I thought it was just like the same as the Dragon Soul and Human Soul.
yeah, it's the
Picture
same
good
pattern
memory.
on it. I had a description of what the book itself was made out of and looked like. For now, since I can't pull it up quickly and everything lagging out, let's just say it's a very ornate tome, bound with very hard material that's very shiny. It has a depiction of what it looks like, a humanoid and a dragon and some wispies coming together and clashing in the middle.
I am so interested in this book right now. Okay.
Yeah, seems like it.
Yakasame in the other room.
You just imagine Yakasame, like little peephole right there in the bathroom.
There's probably plenty of holes in the walls. We can just see like straight through.
Fair
You
enough.
know, what does Yakasame and Jupiter think about winter and all this nonsense
Oh,
going
I
on?
actually didn't even see it. I went into the other room.
Okay.
No, yeah, I'm like I can't even turn my head. So
Drooling.
Orthon and Cleovat are the only the GM NPCs are the only ones
Cleovad
that.
will bear witness. Don't worry.
Oh,
That's
fuck.
not good.
God damn it, Cleovet.
Better than a horse? Shrug.
yeah, do it, Master Winter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the snaggletooth in the one eye.
yeah.
Makes it easier for peeping.
That's why he has the one eye.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Doing a good job, Mr. Runner.
Yeah.
How do you think
Yeah,
he
doing a
lost
good
the other
job.
eye, you know?
Doing a real good job.
So back on topic.
Um,
You would actually, so Mavane doesn't really care about personal space, and you would notice that she gets actually really serious and is wholly focused on this book, to the point where she probably almost forgets that you're actually in the room.
So, are you hard showing her the book like you did with Furious, or you?
Yeah, and I'm going to be explaining everything that her and I discovered and everything that we had talked about
Ooh.
beforehand.
You have my full attention.
So, what did you discover exactly?
Well.
I haven't written down, but
I mean, a thing for elves, apparently, but
I never got that from you, actually.
really, okay. I thought I explained after you got that nat 20 while reading with Furious that the book describes that there is a ritual for bonding your soul, a humanoid, to a dragon's, so that
Yeah,
after
I
death,
mean, that was it.
yeah, that's the big thing you got through. So after death,
Oh.
the soul's bonded to this dragon and somehow prevents the human from properly dying. Like either their soul infuses or is tied together somehow or something. And that should be ringing some strange bells for Mel there.
yeah. Just deadpan, serious fucking expression is utterly entranced right now as you're explaining this. And almost has a look of just kind of slight worry. Not very good at, hiding the way that she's feeling. She very much wears her emotion on her sleeves. Unfortunately.
I'll be
Well,
right
the dragon egg is like in like my left armpit.
Now there's a dragon egg in the bed, so that's a thing.
Where did you find this? When did you find this?
I'll give her the whole thing. Every bit of it.
That's my night. And any remaining time, I would like to try and decipher more of the book, or help decipher more of the book.
Yeah, would you mind helping me try to figure this out?
I'm not as learned as Furious is, but I will do my best.
Sure. And that's what we're going to do.
So yet again, Winter convinces a beautiful elven woman to help do his homework, and gets to roll with advantage on his intelligence.
Damn, you
Alright.
get all the waifu tutors, dude. That's bullshit.
And it's hashtag noble. Is that intelligence? Yeah. There you go.
Good thing you had advantage there, Winter. If you see
I'll
that
see
roll.
what I can get.
And that one. Nah, dude,
Yeah.
it's a fucking elven tutor. I'm telling you. Also, what script is this in?
It is something you've never seen before. Though
Yeah,
they're go ahead.
it's a combination of things, isn't it? Like ancient Elvish, Dwarvish, and I think Celestial is what we talked about earlier, right?
And Draconic, yeah.
Ooh. So that's actually pretty exciting. I know a couple of those languages. Namely, Elvish and Draconic.
So,
So-
real quick, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just had a thought, and I need to get it out. Since I've been deciphering this book with the other Elvish ladies here, I
Mhm.
should theoretically be able to help Awarthon and Yakasame decipher their books a lot easier, right?
That is absolutely possible. You haven't tried
He's
it though.
not
Okay.
thinking about the type of elf.
You guys have
We
not
haven't tried
compared
it.
notes.
Sylvan-
Nobody's even
Sylvan-
asked to
No,
work
we
on it.
haven't.
He's ever read his book. No one cares.
No one gets. Nope.
Is Sylvan Old Elvish?
In this, no, it's its own language. But Sylvan
Isn't
would,
it Fae, pretty
Okay.
much?
yeah.
Never mind then.
But Sylvan would. I mean, if you took a look at the books, you'd be interested. There's things that certain characters have picked up on, and things that certain characters haven't. If that
Like
makes
me,
sense.
because I haven't read mine.
Yeah. um,
I don't think
Yeah, I
I,
was gonna
even know
say-
about the book, do I?
not yet, unless you're hearing their pillow talk. But it looks like you walked into the room, and Yakasame is most likely reading hers with the hearth light. And I'm gonna pan to you guys in a moment.
Okay, that's fine.
So Winter and Mill, how long would you guys be reading this book all night? Was it like you staying up all night reading this book, all super stoked, or you trying to go to sleep, or what do you gotta? How long are you reading this for with that 21?
I'm going to sleep
I'm
at
not.
some point. I'm reading for maybe. Well, my alarm spell's up for 8 hours. 6 hours is a long rest, right?
8 is for a human.
Oh, okay. And it'll be fine. We got an elf in the room. I'll stay up for 2 hours, and then I'm going to bed.
Okay. Now, Mill, after he goes to bed, are you trying to like keep reading the book? And if so, Winter, would you let that happen, or are you like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna just tuck this away.
Dax is gonna be watching her. I'll allow her to read it. But as soon as she tries to do something shifty with the Dax, will wake me up.
Nice. Classy.
So, so Mill, do you want to keep reading the book?
Yeah, no, honestly, I would read this with quite an intensity throughout the night. I probably wouldn't even like get up or shift around. I'm not sure how one shiftily reads a book, but I'm quite engrossed in it, if anything.
All right. And are you trying to get in a long rest as well? So you read for maybe 4 hours, or 2 after Winter rather, or are you trying to read the whole night?
I would try and read the whole night, which may end poorly. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah. So roll me an intelligence and a constitution.
Absolutely. Intelligence
Nice.
and constitution.
Con's not that bad. Here's the thing. Where Winter left off, he's already been kind of going through the progress of the book, and you tried to jump in midway, not trying to decipher from the start. So
Okay.
you tried to keep going, and it's like, first off, this language is completely bonkers. It's got characters you've never seen. Winter was kind of telling you what the things meant, and you were giving insights to help him stay focused on it. There's a lot of cool pictures, and you almost waste the night, but you don't give up, and you don't suffer exhaustion. You're just like, I'm gonna get this.
I'm just hitting my head against the wall.
Yep.
Sounds good. Thanks.
So that's your guys' night, for the most part. I will get back to that, but let's pan to Yakasame and Sully. So Yakasame, you set up in this nice cozy hearth crate
Make
spot,
sure he's back.
Yeah.
and back to the crates, and you got your book out, and it's warm, and water's not
Oh.
even... It's just in the other side of the
Amazing.
room.
Feel comfortable right now? Yeah, I was gonna say I plan on reading the book. Honestly, depending on how it goes, like if she's struggling, she's not gonna read all night.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's going well, she's gonna read like throughout the night probably.
Can push
so.
it if she's got a good momentum going.
Yeah.
And so I'll have you just roll that intelligence. I'm gonna wait actually. Sully, so you see Akasame plop down in here and pull out an ornate, beautiful, like thickly hard-bound tome, and she's all cozy by the fire, back against the wall. Looks normal to her. And what do you do?
Does the book, does the tome catch my eye?
Yeah,
Probably.
it's really fancy, like the kind of thing you've only heard about. Or if there was treasure, or anybody had something like that, that thing was like locked in a vault to sell later, or some super wizard would have it, something like that.
Oh, I see. Okay. I'll walk into the room and be like, I'll see it and be like, pardon me.
Yeah.
What is that you're reading?
Oh, this is a book we found. We found a couple kind of like it. But this one's a little different. I think this one's, I'll be honest, I'm not really sure what it's about. But I think it's about magic and stuff. But it's pretty hard to read.
I'll peek over her shoulder.
What's that? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting to put my mic up. I said I'll peek over her shoulder. Like, looking down at the book. Do I make anything out?
So, Yakasame, as Sully tries to peek over your shoulder, are you like, no, it's my book?
Oh,
or like, here,
No,
take a
go
peek.
ahead. I share all my books.
If you're trying to just straight decipher it yourself at first glance, I'd have you roll an intelligence to try and do so. Or, let's see. Or you could roll an investigation just to kind of get an idea of what the book is like. Depends on if you're trying to understand it or just kind of assess what it is.
Can I do both?
Sure.
Did it go through?
It's
Not
loading.
yet, but it might.
There it goes.
There's the
Trying, there it
investi-
is.
and the intelligence. So, investigation. You've never seen a book like this before. You know it's ornate and it's high quality and probably worth a lot of money. And with that intelligence, you've never seen writing like this either. There's symbols you've seen around in different things, but they're different, kind of changed. There's things in there that are draconic, old, kind of like elven, kind of like what you've seen dwarven, maybe even orc. Um, and there is some stuff in there that looks maybe otherworldly, as well as, yeah, like similar to Sylvan as well. This is a very strange book. It looks like Yakasame hasn't gotten too far into it.
It's really hard to read. Do you know any of these words?
Do I know any of the words that might pop out?
Probably not. You can probably just...
Like I can point at and say, this means this means that.
With the 14, you'd be able to just point out, like, normally this character is part of this word, but it looks really different here, kind of thing.
Right. Then I'll just share that information.
Yeah. Would you want to help me try to decipher and go through it a little bit? I was planning on spending a lot of the night trying to go through it.
I'll help what I can.
Perfect.
I'll let you guys
Yeah,
decide.
Yakasame got help.
Yeah, it's all about that elf help, dude. That
Elf help. That's what I'm saying. I was like, I've seen this work before.
So I'll let you guys decide who's going to do the intelligence save with advantage.
Intelligence save. You go ahead.
Or,
Yeah.
like your intelligence save.
With advantage.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hand silly book. Yeah, you just...
And did it go through?
I mean, hey,
There it
as long
goes.
as you're
There
better
it
than
is.
me.
Hey, that's good.
Ooh,
That's
look
really
at
good.
that. 22.
I see. I trusted.
Yeah, that elf help.
I'm telling you.
So you guys, are you gonna just try and well, Yakasami? You're gonna try and read through the night. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so the Yakasame does not seem like she's gonna be trying to sleep. Are you gonna try and stay up all night with her, or try and get some rest after a bit?
I'll help as long as she's awake.
All right, each of you
Yeah,
roll
so
me.
if she stays up all night,
Yeah.
I'll stay up all night.
Each of you roll me a con, just to see how good you are at doing that.
Save or just a con?
Con save. Nice.
Hey.
Nice.
Why is mine so slow?
Internets, I think.
Sometimes roll 20 is a little
Oh,
rough on computers
4
too.
4 plus
Yeah.
1, so
Ooh, yeah.
I'd probably pass out.
I'll give you two choices. You can give in to the exhaustion and just go to sleep after a couple hours, or you can push through the night and have one level of exhaustion in the morning.
I'll pass out.
Okay.
No one wants to
I'll
be
be like-
with Jupiter.
A Warthon's
The
with you?
Warthon's right there, petting your...
No, I meant the exhaustion.
Oh,
you would
yeah, I
be-
get you.
Yeah, no. No thanks.
I'll be like, I can't hold my eyes open any longer. And then
Oh,
I'll
that's
just-
fine. You can get some rest. I'm gonna keep going though. This is so interesting.
So, Sully, I'll say you probably read for like 2 hours and then gave into your sleepiness. Or actually,
You helped
have,
me a lot though, I think.
You have, gosh, trance. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you only need 4 hours.
So right at that 4 hour mark, I'll say you're like, okay. That works.
Yeah, that's what I'll
We're
do.
done.
And when I wake up, if she's still awake and she's still studying, I'll go back to it.
Cool. Now we'll transition to our poor little Jupiter Warthon combo here.
The celibate. Oh, what's a word? I don't know. Celibate duet.
The celibate and a Warthon. Warthon's worse than a celibate.
Nobody knows what kind of game a Warthon's capable of. I mean, come on. So a Warthon's been trying to help out. Been, making sure you're hydrated and comfortable. And Now that you guys are alone and Cleovad's asleep, Jupiter, are you just passed out, or are you still like, give me the
I'd be,
statue?
I wouldn't be pushing for it like a crazy man, but I'd be just kind of there contemplating and thinking. Like I know I'm exhausted, but it's like that exhausted where you can't sleep still a little bit.
Yeah. Jupiter,
So I'm just kind of there.
I don't think it's a good idea, but the statue's not going anywhere. We won't let anything happen to it. Just, we need to get you better.
I know.
He's trying so hard to be a doctor, right? He's like, no, patient, stay in your bed.
I know, Wothon, and I know I give you shit, but honestly, I appreciate all you've done for me. But it is really with grave importance. I don't want to see anyone else hurt. And I'm hoping I can confide in you, and only you, but that's what I've seen, is other people hurt through that by communing with it.
Well, why not just destroy it? Or bury it or something?
Because I know I can do it again. I just not right now. I would die. But I'm I don't want to see anyone hurt, and now that I've seen it, I want to try and change it.
What do you mean? Change it.
I asked it to show me my fates, both of which lead in different people getting hurt. And I don't want I want I know there's another fate. If all of my teachings of oral and study have taught me anything, is that you create your own, and you can't see a direct path no matter what.
But what about when you can? When what you see comes true?
And that is what we have to worry about. And that's when acceptance comes in. But I'm a doctor, and I want to help people.
Me too.
And even when you said something earlier that really scared me. You can see something changing in me, and I can feel it too. But if it means changing to help everyone else, that's something I need to do.
So you saw visions or something in that, didn't you?
Yes.
You know, I've had visions too. That's why I'm out here. And so far they've all come true. Well, not my nightmares, but the visions. Though they're hard to distinguish sometimes.
Have you ever tried to change them? Do something different?
I was doing something different until I finally pursued my visions. And only then did they change.
What do you mean change?
Like I moved past them. Like they were no longer the future or relevant. But not a memory either. Does that make sense?
Sort of.
And he looks over at Cleovad, who's snoring. Like, I had this blurry vision for a long time of going into a cave and digging into this one spot in the cave and pulling out a green gem. And it was blurry at first, and I've had the dream almost my whole life. But one day I finally, for reasons, decided to pursue it. The dreams got more persistent. And with help, I made it there to that cave. I knew exactly where to dig into the wall, and I pulled this gem out. And he's holding it in his hand, kind of relaxed. And since then is the first time those visions and dreams stopped. I haven't had that dream since. But now I have other dreams.
What
And
are
this
those?
thing pulls me eastward. And he just looks solemn, like you can tell he thought that would have been it. Like his whole thing would just be solved at getting that thing. I don't know if it's fate or what, but it looks like it was just one step, not a conclusion. And he puts the gem away.
In one of mine, it's when we arrived to. Was it Makatu?
Makoma.
Macoma.
Macoma. Close
I
enough.
think of Tacoma with an N.
Oh, see. Okay, now I
That's what I keep
remember
thinking. Yeah, that's what I keep thinking.
I think that's how I came up with it.
it.
Makes sense. It's very connectable.
Yeah, just change the C to a K and the M, or the T to an M.
Yeah.
When we went to Macoma, we arrived, and before entering in, I saw a fog, and it was gray and black. And when I went up, all of us all together, you could hear screamings of everyone around all of us. Screams I haven't heard since. Well, that doesn't matter, but screams that of everyone, all of us being hurt, and then we all came together, pretty battered and bruised. And then just blood filled the floor. That scares me. I like you guys quite a bit. I haven't been around many people super often, more of a wayward person, but I don't want to lose you.
It sounds like we were all okay in the end.
In one of them.
What about the other one?
I honestly think it's best not to say.
He just stares at you hard for a bit. I understand.
And it showed me but both of which showed me two different destinies that I can go down. Both of which lead to an old me. One worse than the other. And like you said yourself, I don't know if it's destiny or fate. But who I was before is, no matter how hard I have tried to change it, I think it's who I'm going to be and I'm always supposed to be.
I've never
So
had
do you understand?
options in mine. It's always just been the one vision, blurry at first and then clear as I get closer to it. Maybe since you have options, maybe they're just possibilities.
Well, they only showed me two. You think there could be a third?
Why did you ask? Why did they show you two
I'd already-
anyways?
I'm not sure. Well, I asked to see both. They told me to make a choice, and that's why I'm in the state I am now. Could have very well died. I had to give up my life force to see. That's why I'm in this state. But it was something I was doing to see if I could at least get some answers for myself, and after that, now I want more. I seek wisdom, knowledge. That's something that I don't think I'm going to be able to do all in one lifetime.
Do you really think knowing our future is good? Does it even change what we're going to do?
I don't know. But I sure as all hell can try.
Why don't you get some sleep and we'll see if we can find something to help you tomorrow.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you, Olthon.
And Warthon's going to dig in his pack and pull out his tome. Dun, dun, dun. And read for probably 3 hours until he goes to sleep, because that was like an hour's conversation.
What's yours about? Do you know yet?
He seems startled that you didn't go to sleep. I think I do know at least what part of it's about. It's... I don't know if it's actually going to lead anything, but it seems like this book is about immortality.
I see. Well, good night.
Good night, Jupiter. And he reads by faint candlelight for 3 hours. Cool. Winter. Roll me a wisdom save.
Once again, aren't you?
Not doing nothing, don't worry about it. And what's
Shit.
what's your passive perception?
10.
Okay. So, let's see, how would I do this exactly? First, let's start. What would an above average dream look like for you?
Like how it was at the waterfall
Yeah.
with that, except it wouldn't be any more than just staring at a balcony.
Okay.
There wouldn't be anything.
Majestic or peaceful about it. Just
No.
okay.
You may hear like a couple kids laughing, but there's going to be some tensity
Some
in the
anxiety.
environment. Yeah.
Pretty quickly into this dream, almost like you just kind of fallen into the rhythm of sleep. The floorboards, or the boards of the balcony, start to come apart like the seam of a garment that someone's tearing apart. You can see the white threads that was holding it together coming apart farther and farther, and soon there's a tear 10-15 feet wide, and everything goes up around you, and you're standing in that blackness again. The same place you were when you stopped before. And there's that man sitting there at the shore again, back to the White River. You come right in facing him, just like you were before. He didn't seem
Here
to
we
take
are
notice
again.
yet. And now he does. Hello. I told you I'd see you here again.
It's almost as if you knew this would happen.
I did. And it will continue to happen.
Until
Until you're no longer a host. Whether that means you're dead or they're dead or left. And he, looks up to the line and leading up to the white thing in the sky and points down knowingly to your eye. Do you remember what I told you?
yeah, not to follow the river, right?
Not to even look at it.
So, how do I live with it?
From what I can tell, you have two. Two I'm quite familiar with. The one in your eye. And he lifts his white mane to show you that his eye that was covered with hair, there's just a black void. Not a hole, but like a blackness. Like the blackness around you.
Okay.
I'm quite familiar with what's in your eye. The more you look into the light, the faster it will grow and feed. It'll show you things you didn't know you were capable of seeing. But once it's eaten its fill, it will leave. It won't kill you. Unless you come to the light yourself, and you'll find something akin to death. And that, and he looks up. Again, as long as you feel like you know or are where you're supposed to be, do you feel like you belong where you are, you should be okay. It might even just let go. But if
And
you
I'll look at my wrist.
look at your wrist, yep.
Yeah, as he's continuing to talk.
But if you become unsure of yourself, what you're doing, why you're there, whether you should be there, you'll find yourself lighter, and you might disappear. Do you know what I mean?
So, maybe. How do I get this off?
There's theories, but no sure way. If you can find a way to live your life so that you are sure that you belong where you are, it'll have nothing to feed off of and will likely leave eventually. But if you harbor doubts, it will hang on just in case.
And what's your name?
Ginkgo.
Kinko?
Ginkgo.
Ginkgo? Yeah, Ginko.
Yes. And yours?
My name is Winter. Winter Frostscar.
He nods. I'm afraid I can't give you a last name. I don't remember mine. Another problem with getting this close. And he tilts his head backwards, gesturing to the White River right behind him. Don't look. No. You've already come this far, and I'm seeing you again sooner than I was hoping I would. I don't know how to teach you, But there are some things that I will start allowing you to do. Like right now, you've opened your second eyelid. You're seeing this world beyond the world that you're from. You can learn to do this while you're awake. Now,
How?
it's like learning how to whistle. No one can show you how to move your mouth, but if you keep trying and practicing, you'll get lucky. And when you do and you practice it, you might learn how to harness the ability and maybe be quite good at it. Does that make sense?
It does, but if I were to do it just anywhere, what would I see?
You would see a world vibrant with these things. They're all around us all the time. Most of us not no most of them not paying us any mind. At first, I remember I saw the ones who were a little more close to the material plane than the others, ones hiding in plain sight, interacting with the world. But if you get good enough, you can see them all. Like little creatures around you all the time. Some people.
How much should you feed this eye? What's too much?
Opening your second eyelid doesn't feed it. It'll feed itself. Now, what is too much? If you find yourself seeing a river of light, the eye will absorb all of the light that it can. And if it takes in too much, it will take you into the light as well. Does that make sense?
Do I have to look at it with this eye? Or can I just cover one?
Seeing this light will draw you in, will kill you, as you know death is. Lest you want to become
Fair.
something akin to these things.
Okay. I'm gonna be a little bit skeptical about that part, but I'm not going to test the theory without knowing more.
Okay. And, like, well, you're here. Why don't you try opening your second eyelid now? It's easier here.
I'll give it a bash.
And go ahead and roll me a wisdom save and a con save. So, you don't feel like you have much control over the eye, as far as whatever life might be in there, but you're sure kind of will and prowess over your own body and physiology. It's like you're trying to open your eyes twice, and you get just these flickers of a very crowded space around you filled with these white squiggly things of all kinds of types. Like just flash, flash. All these things floating around you. Like right in your face. Some of them up against you. But they fade quickly.
I'm gonna look at him like that.
And with that, you start hearing a scratching. But not here. You hear a scratching in real life. You can hear it through your dream. Just
Does it trigger my alarm?
how does the alarm get triggered again? Let me read the description.
If anything passes through the warded area.
They have not passed through it. Not yet. In any case. But it's audible enough. You can hear it and wake up if you'd like.
It touches or enters the warded area.
20-foot cube. You put one over that hole. So yeah.
Yep.
Something just kind of entered that and seems to be scratching. So
I'm going to wake up.
Yep. Mental alarm. You get your own little private cell phone alarm in your head.
And I'm going to quietly put my armor on
Okay.
while keeping an eye on it.
So, Mill, you were up reading, right? You're muted.
Yeah, I'm still reading.
So, Winter's getting up like he needs to go shit outside or something.
But he's putting his armor on.
He's putting his armor on. Quietly getting up. Winter, you get up, you do see Mill still reading your book.
I'm going to nod and point my head in that direction.
Do you need company?
I'm going to nod my head yes.
Okay. Very reluctantly puts the book down.
I'm going to send a mental note to Dax to go fetch everyone.
And mind you, this time, most of the night has gone by, and it is early morning. Time went flying by through your dreams. And Dax runs in here, and what does Dax waking up and getting everybody's attention look like?
Him getting up on their chest and slapping their face.
Okay.
Like giving him a skippity pap.
Alright, so Dax, Skippity Pats, Cleavad, Awarthon, Jupiter, no problem. Runs in here, Sully's asleep. Tries to do a skippity pap there. Yakasama, you're wide awake. You see Dax run in.
Yeah. No skippity bap on me, cat. But I will notice it's Dax and be like, oh shit.
Okay.
So
Follow
Sully,
Dax out.
if a tabby cat came around and tried to skippity bap you, what would your reaction be?
I'd probably, if it's hitting me in the face, I'll try, I'll wake up in a panic, grab at it,
Yeah.
and then I'd be like, let it go, of course, but, alarmed.
Okay. And just FYI, Akasame, Levante didn't really notice anything spooky besides her life.
Yeah, I figured he would have said something.
But yeah, Dax is like the early wake up call. It's just been 8 hours. I'm just gonna call it that. Jupiter, you are at 4 levels of exhaustion. Congratulations.
Hey!
Nice,
You
man.
can move.
Progress, not perfection. All right, we're good.
Yep. We're just to live by.
Damn. You right.
And yeah, Winter, you hear just scratching and scrabbling. Right, yeah. If everybody heard that.
Okay.
Right there.
Yeah. Let's go, Sully.
Yep, I'm gonna run into the room where the hole is.
I'm
Yeah.
going to grab my stick and kind of hobble myself over there.
Orthon, Jupiter, you guys stay there. We got this.
I
Those were,
will
like, running by.
not fight that, and I will lay back down.
You're probably right. I'll stay with you to make sure you're safe.
All
What's
right,
going
I'm
on?
assuming-
What's up?
Do I have my armor on now?
Sure. While they were all
I'm gonna
getting scravity bapped, you donned your armor.
I'm gonna point. I'm gonna lift my axe up and point at the opening
And
and
it's
point in.
so I'm going to
directions.
describe it pretty detailed here. So there's the pile here, right? But you're hearing the scratching about here. So it's not quite where the pile is, but there is scratching on
like underneath
the floors. Yeah. Just scratch.
You
scratch,
said
scratch.
we knew that you could see underneath the house. On the outside?
Yeah. The house is lifted up off the ground by at least a foot or two.
Billy, you said you had that light spell or whatever, right?
Yes, I can
Maybe we
cast
should
light.
go. Yeah, maybe we should go out under the house, and you could put that in the house. We could see what the hell's making that noise.
All right, let's do that.
Before you do that, I'm just going to lift this up right here and see.
Just tear
What's
the
underneath
floor
it?
up, basically.
That'll work too.
Um,
Different strokes for different folks, you know.
So you guys are like, let's go check under the house, and Winter's like, I'm gonna tear the floor up. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and are you gonna tear it up with like your hands or with your axe?
There was a hole right here, right?
No, sorry, that was where the confusion was at. Hole was here. It got barricaded. Right here is just some really rotten looking moldy floorboards that you could pretty easily tear up if you wanted to with your man strength. But that is
I'm just gonna take my axe and just cut through it.
just break it apart. Okay.
Yep.
Poor Cleopat, he's gonna be like, no.
No, now he's gonna have to barricade another hole.
Yep.
So you do that, and you break through the floorboards with your axe, smashing through. It's not that hard. It's rotten, moldy floor. And then slowly you casted light down there, illuminating everything. And Winter, the scratching sound stops, but you hear a little bit of shuffling and scurrying down there. Not like scratching, but just movement. Do you poke your head down in to look? Or how do you go about investigating a hole in the floor with a light?
I'm just gonna jump down into the hole.
Okay. So it's about a foot and a half deep there. So you're what?
Oh.
It's not super.
Never mind.
Yeah. It's like a crawl space. It is a crawl space.
Well, that's different. Yeah, I'm just gonna put my head in then.
Okay. Roll me perception real quick. There is a baby down there.
What the fuck?
It looks like an elf baby. It's not crying, and it has a very serious face. And it's just staring at you, like, inquisitively.
At this moment, I'm going to try and use my second eye.
That's a good call. Go ahead and roll me that con wisdom combo. The Wiscom.
Saving. It's a saving throw, right?
Yep. Dang. So you remember the feeling of it happening, and you get control of your body. You're sure of that part. You got that down. And you're trying to imagine the sensation of another eye opening and just trying to use muscles that aren't there, and they do. You see this baby has a hue of green, and there's this light tendril coming off the back of it, going over to a spot kind of in the middle of the house. You can see it through the walls and everything around you, and it goes down into the dirt, maybe a couple feet, and you see this kind of bulb, truffle-like glowing white thing.
Is there anything down there, Winter?
I tell them all of that, what you just told me.
So Winter.
I don't explain to them how I know it, but I let them know what I have seen.
So you described there's a baby down here, and I
What the
saw
fuck does any of that mean?
and like that, you still see the baby, but the white line going to the bulb-like thing under the house does fade as you blink a few times. But you did clearly see that.
And the bulb is like right here.
Yeah, basically where that rotten spot is, but down in the dirt.
Well, can you grab the baby?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. You heard the part about it being attached to something, right?
No.
No, I wasn't paying attention.
Sorry.
You lost me at baby in the floorboards. I don't understand.
Yeah, there's a lot going on right now. I can't see.
No,
Is the baby crying at all?
No,
no, I
crying.
had a very serious face. So, this part's rotted out here too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna pull my head up, kind of look at everyone. I'm gonna tell them to come over here, and I'm going to whisper to everyone, "I'm going to break this board right here, and then we're all going to fire into it.
Fire what?
This is some crazy
Magic or an arrow, or something. It
What
just
is it-
needs to go
is it-
right there.
Did you get the mushrooms from my bag?
I wish.
I hope there's not another baby, but let's do this. Yeah, Kasame gets ready.
Does throwing things work? My question.
You could probably. You said you have long things, right? You could probably. It's a foot and a half down.
Yeah, like you.
I'll pull out my bow and arrow and I'll knock an arrow ready to shoot down into it.
Oh, Warthon, do the thing with her spear. The one spell you do.
What are you
Yeah,
all
throw it.
doing?
Something right here trying to kill us.
What?
We're going to kill it before it gets a chance.
He gets out of his bed and tries to stand protectingly in front of Jupiter's frail form, like a hero.
Cleo, protect Jupiter, please.
He got his cool pole arm. He was about ready to stab in the hole, and he's just like, and comes and stands right here. Milv, what do you do and think of all of this?
What the fuck? Yeah. Like, has
Just
he
take my word on it.
in detail told us what is happening? Also, it's like he said shoot, but would I know how far down it would be? Like, could I use the spear instead of a bow?
He described
I would.
under the side of the house that there's a baby down there. Looked at him with a serious face. There was a weird white tenderly thing coming off of it.
Yeah.
And it leads to something about a couple feet in the dirt here, and it's a crawl space. And he said, "I'm gonna bust this open. When I do so, blast it." It's coming right
To
for
introduce.
Come on for us.
We're going to
Come for us.
We're going to introduce some freedom into this hole right here.
us.
Haggerty
How about a cup
Farms.
of liberty? All right.
Hey! There's a child down there? What are you doing?
And I tell her there's something down here trying to kill us, and we're going to kill it first.
You said a baby!
Yeah, it's yeah. And now I'll start. I'm going to attack it.
You start
I'm
breaking
going
the
to
boards
bust
up.
this hole. Yep. And then I'm going to cast a chromatic orb.
Are they
So,
hitting a child?
so as you, I'm not going to stop what you're doing, but as you start breaking the board, you hear in a very quiet baby voice in Elven, for all who can understand Elven, "Please don't," from that hole in the other room.
There's a child.
Winter,
Why
you
are
have
we
to
hitting
stop.
a child?
That's no fucking child, and I'm in charge of chromatic orb, and then Gears of War style, I'm going to throw that motherfucker in the dirt and shoot it.
And which element you using this time?
Fire.
I see.
This is a wooden house.
Okay.
Alright, Cleveland.
Well, I'd like to unitune right away to go on with this chromatic orb.
Blast away.
Unitune get the money.
Oh my god. Yakasame? Is that killing children?
and setting fire to a house? Let's fucking do this.
Send it.
Sully,
People have learned that.
Winter seems dead serious and busted a hole in the ground, blasted with a blast of fire. Yakusame's blasting it. Do you join in the fire?
I shoot my arrow.
Go for it. Roll.
I'm,
Roll your
I'm doing
attack.
repelling blast on both those, by the way.
Nice. Okay.
Just want to throw that in there.
In all the confusion, I'm gonna get up and grab my figurine off the crate.
Whoa,
Oh,
ho, ho.
fuck.
You're gonna have a contested thing,
Those-
but don't worry. We'll see if you make
Wait,
it.
did we see? Did we even see it?
Aworthon's on Jupiter duty.
Yeah.
I'm sure Aworthon's frail high elf figure can stop Jupiter's 8-foot, 250-pound, 300-pound frame.
For exhaustion. 250-pound frame.
Yeah, I mean, 17 hits a hole in the ground for sure. Don't you have multi-attack too? I think at level 5.
Level 5.
I don't remember. Or it might just be sneak attack with a rogue. But you definitely do sneak attack damage. You have allies within 5 feet of you.
Right.
Mulvane. Mulvana. God, Mulvane. Jesus Christ.
No.
Mill. What do you do?
Mildew.
Mildew.
I probably
Mildew.
yelled something along the lines of, "You have to wait moments before the floorboards caught fire and people started blasting." I just had this horrified look of like, "What the fuck?"
Welcome to the party.
Baby down there.
First time.
You're like a please stand and
First time murdering a child.
I love it.
First time.
First
I
time.
mean, she did say, like, you have to stop. There is a child on there. And I said, there is no fucking child. And that's when I cremated orb.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I would be mildly horrified, super confused, and not partaking, but not necessarily physically stopping people.
Okay.
It's like, what the?
You're an accomplice at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm absolutely an accomplice.
I'm just gonna assume that Elma's ackles are up and they're growling at this whole fiasco.
Yeah.
With the pleading baby voice and the explosions and stuff.
I've never seen a blue roll.
Me
It
neither.
rolls
That is beautiful.
20. Oh.
What is that? What happened?
Max damage
It's,
and bottom damage.
Nice.
And it's sneaky.
Oh, nice.
But
Wow, yeah, I've never seen that.
So, okay. And all this going on, Jupiter's making a mad dash for the figure.
A mad hop.
So, Jupiter, question. Are you just like full flail for it? Or are you trying to be sneaky? What's your plan here? How you doing this?
I can't really be sneaky because I'm a hobbling figure, but so yeah, I'm kind of just going for it.
Alright. Aworthon's going to try and stop you. Roll athletics with disadvantage because you're still exhausted. 7. But
Sir, get back in your bed.
Aworthon stop you with his dexterity.
Sir.
Ooh. So what Aworthon does, he hears you just off the bed and go for it. And instead of like stopping you, he like whips around and just tries to get in your way, like, stop. That's what he does. With his
I'm-
fastness.
Am I
Quickness.
able to just barrel through him, full strength?
He
Some people
will,
like fall on him.
yeah, that's a opposing athletics that you can keep your 7 or try and roll with disadvantage again.
I'm gonna roll with disadvantage again because that's awful.
All right.
Do
It
it.
looked like an old man that just lost his walker trying to learn how to walk again.
He rolled a 5.
Oh no.
Oh,
So
It's beautiful.
what you end up doing, you do barrel
Like a beautiful
through him,
symphony.
and you just break these crates with his body in the back here. And this
I don't want to
fig-
hurt
Run
anybody.
over.
This figure just ding on the ground here, and Aworthon's prone, and you're prone. And we'll get back to your Scrabble Dash after another round goes by. Because that's what you're doing.
You know the Wolf of Wall Street when he takes
Who
all the
did
pills?
he run over?
Fucking scrap the hash. It's so good. It's so good.
He tries to get in his Lamborghini.
Yeah, exactly. So drunk. You just
Try to
can't.
pull up in the Lottie.
Going for the phone. The statue!
Oh man. So
Need your
yeah,
help.
you guys blast the floor really bad, and over the explosions and the fire, you hear the little kid kind of screaming in Elven like, "No, why? You're killing me, Mom, no!" And it's quiet and weak though, and it's not crying. It's just like pleading. But it's not completely dead yet, as far as you can tell.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Milvain and say, since when do elven babies talk? And then I'm gonna jump in there and just try and hack into it.
Oh yeah, Ayakasami, roll damage if you haven't already, because those.
I did. It was 11 and 13.
Before I do that
Oh, there
though,
it is.
I did it after.
I'm
Yeah.
going to bonus action green flame blade.
Okay. So yeah, roll to.
Wait a minute, that's not a bonus action.
No, the way
Part of
Green
an action.
Flame Blade is, you swing with your axe per normal, and as part of that, you also cast the Green Flame Blade. So do a normal
Okay.
attack with your axe as well. 15 hits, so roll damage with that, and then you also add the 2 fire. Ow.
It's nice because it's automatic. All you have to do is one attack action.
It's just part of the attack, it just adds it on there.
Yeah.
2 fire, 3 slash runes, and you're hearing sizzling and popping and crackling from down in the ground there as whatever that little thing is that you started attacking and Yakasami definitely blew a hole to is on fire now. So Winter did that. Yakasami, what do you do?
I don't know if my repelling blast does anything with the fire at all, but like I don't know how it works with.
It's not like it's wind or anything,
Yeah.
so it's not going to fuel or extinguish it. It's more
Okay.
of pushing physically with force, whatever. you're
Wait a
attacking.
minute, I need to do one more D8.
Do it.
Fire. Yeah, one more D8
Oh yeah,
fire
because you're
damage.
level 6.
Yep.
4
So
fires.
4 fire.
Doubled it.
But yeah, if
Okay.
you'd know from using it, what you would probably do is just push the thing down into the dirt more. If
Okay.
anything, with repelling
Um,
blast.
Yeah, just looking down in there. You said there's popping and stuff. There's probably just a lot of dust. Can I see down in the hole of what remains?
You can roll perception.
Hey,
Aftermath.
I just realized that it's only using my spellcasting modifier. It's not actually doing a D8 on green flame blade.
That's true. At level 1, the first creature you hit just takes your spellcasting modifier, and at level 5 you add a D8.
All right.
With a 14, there's dirt flying, dust, smoke, but you can see some glowing embers kind of lighting up the bottom a bit. That being said, Sully, with your light cantrip, how long does that last? Is it a minute?
I think
It's an hour. And it's not a concentration. Would you move that light over to this area or have left it by the kid? Or you could just cast it again.
Yes, I would have moved it.
So it's illuminated. You see a crater, a scorched crater where you guys have been attacking it. And down in the bottom, there's this. I'm trying to think of how to describe the size of it. Like an apple-sized, truffle-looking root ball thing that's on fire and squeaking under the heat.
Fuck.
Give me 1 second here. Let me see if I have any really cool spells I could just do on this thing. I don't think I do.
I fall head first
How-
on it, then cast Hellish Rebuke.
What?
Touch me, I dare you. Yeah. Well,
Its existence is
Also, by the
offensive.
way,
Sorry.
Sully, in case you haven't noticed, Winter is going to assume everything is going to try to kill him, especially if it just surprises him. So, don't be surprised.
Okay.
all
Go
right.
for it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna look at that thing and you got the money twice at this little fruit ball thing.
The second one definitely breaks through. And go ahead and roll damage.
First one not hit.
It hits but doesn't seem to break through. Yeah, that does
Do
a lot of
anything.
damage. Yeah. It's kind of like blasting
And,
a rock. You know, you hit it, but it doesn't do anything to it with the first one.
Yeah. And I'll do a repelling blast into that one into the dirt.
Sounds good.
I don't know if he'll do.
Okay. Is the hole big enough for me to jump down in it with the?
I mean, you could definitely hop down there. It's a crawl space with basically a hole dug in the bottom of it now. If you wanted to hop in.
Is there still fire from the chromatic orb or anything?
I mean, yeah, there's embers, and the thing's on fire.
Kind of want to huck a javelin at it.
Oh, now you want
I
to join?
think I'll just do another.
Yeah,
arrow
I mean,
from that.
after the comment, like, since when do babies talk? I'm like, he right though.
It's like, yeah, that's a good point. Really good point. Do I actually see what this thing looks like?
Yeah. You guys can pretty the light and everything, and you know, Yakasame looked at it. I don't know if you described what it looked like, but let's just say it's pretty visibly looks like an apple-sized truffle. Do you guys know what that looks like? Like a okay, so
Like a mushroom?
almost like a
Truffle.
mushroom, yeah, but a truffle. So it's got a dark green
Oh,
exterior
interesting.
with rough dimply edges. It's not a sphere. It's kind of oblonged with divots and bumps. Um, it's like a strange root ball looking thing, dark green.
Truffle
Dark
size of an
green,
apple?
like-
God damn.
Like the
Still
same
gonna kill the
green
fuck out of it.
of another stone, like one that Orthon has.
Similar, but not not exactly the same. I mean, Orthon has a cool translucent stone. This is more like a dark green toad or something, kind of color and
Okay.
texture.
Okay. I just connected the green.
Mm-hmm.
Wanted to make sure.
Yeah, because somebody thinks, is that a sand green? No. No.
Is that another
Nah.
stone? Nah.
Nah.
Yeah. I'm
You're
killing
legit!
it.
So Sully takes a shot. That definitely hits. That definitely hits in, and the arrow actually sticks in it this time all the way in. And burst
Oh,
of
damn.
fire comes out of it as the flame goes in and starts burning the insides. Let's see. Sully, what's your passive perception?
$24.
Yeah. When you do that, as that fire spurts out, you see this green globule looking thing try to dash out of it. Like a little green slimy thing tries to dash out and is trying to crawl away under the house now to get away and up out of the hole.
Would I get attack of opportunity on it?
I'm gonna point it out for
What do you think
everybody
for a
else to see and be like,
That.
gonna point at it and let everybody else know.
So Sully definitely points it out. So now you all seen it. It was pretty sneaky, but you all see it. I'm just gonna
Man,
say,
take a shot.
yeah, Mil.
Can I drop down and try to stomp it?
Let's see.
Some tact.
I know, I'm trying to do it without initiative when I should have had y'all roll initiative for the hole in the ground. I just kind of went in counterclockwise order. So, Mill, you shoot, and are you shooting at the truffle ball or the green thing?
The green thing, once it's point, I'm like, that's not a baby. Probably.
You hit it, and when you do, the arrow goes through it, and it just seems to split and go around. Sully wanted to jump down. Winter, it looks like Sully wants to jump down and get it. What do you do?
I'm gonna try and cut it in half.
Swing to hit. 14, that does hit it. And so I'm assuming, are you throwing your axe, or you just hopping down and doing a chop? Or are you swinging down through the boards, or how do you do the attack?
How's my angle look at?
So you're standing on the floorboards. The normal dirt level of the crawl space is about 1.5 feet down from that. And you guys have blasted a hole at least 2 feet down with like probably a 3-foot diameter cone. And it's trying to scrabble up that inverse volcano, and it just got shot and slowed a little bit by Mel. Oh, and
So I do have a range of motion, though.
yeah, we did just lose
Silly.
Steve and here. Steven gone.
I guess the party's no longer even.
Well, do we want to take another break? See if he comes back? Oh,
There he
he's
is there.
There he is.
there
I
we
was
go.
gonna say, there's also something I would like.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
If visually, though, if I do have the range of motion to make a swing, I'm going to make a swing.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. It's just everything froze on me, and I left and came back, and everything's fine now. Sorry about that.
That's
Good.
fine.
You're fine.
Mike's
No
really
worries.
good too
And
now.
your audio is great.
Yeah.
Sounded much better. So yeah, you slash down, you split the thing in half, and it's like way slowed now and trying to move along the sides of your axe to get to the top. And
Of
Yakasami,
my axe?
of the sides of your axe, yeah. Unless you pulled it up immediately, then it would try to reform.
Could I bonus action recall it to my hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
So let's see. The description on that, it doesn't carry what's on it with it, or would it?
No, it's just a weapon.
Just the weapon. Okay.
We can double check it, but I'm pretty sure it's just the weapon.
Yeah, I think it's just the weapon.
Okay.
So you do
I guess
that.
the question is,
Go ahead.
if you threw it at somebody and like it's stuck into an enemy, and you brought it back to your hand, is there blood on it? Like,
Oh, well, that's
what
an
I'm,
interesting
that's
question.
what I'm wondering. I'm
You know what I
guessing
mean?
no,
I don't think so either.
because it's not enchanted to the blood. It's just the actual axe.
Yeah, just the axe.
Throws it into a tree, recalls the tree.
I'd be fucking broken.
Yeah,
So smidge.
I'd be getting honey from
Hilarious.
beehives all the time with that. Like just.
Oh yeah.
Anyways. So yeah, your
Or
axe
dragon
comes
teeth.
back, and you see it split in half, just kind of wriggling and confused. And Yakasame, I'm gonna
So
let
it's
you do
split in
your
half?
thing. Yeah, it's split in half, wriggling.
I'm gonna aim at one of the halves,
Okay.
and if I can, cast lightning lure
Ooh.
and bring it my way.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
Is it
not
within
gonna
5
make your
feet of me?
strength save. Not even gonna roll. So you shock the shit out of one of the globule green things, and it comes flying up towards you.
Okay.
And are you like trying to catch it, or is it just gonna
No.
splat on you?
I would try to dodge if possible.
Okay.
Fucking ah!
Roll a dex
Just flails. Dexy. I'm super dexterous.
Oh, excuse me.
Chris.
Yeah, the thing comes flying at you and just splats on the chest of your robes as you try to dodge it. It went really fast, and it's like convulsing, like jello almost. It's just convulsing on your
Can I
robe.
rip off that part of my robe? My tattered robes?
Sure.
Just like that layer.
While you're while you're ripping your tattered robes, let's get over to the real fight here. Jupiter versus a war.
Real
yeah.
fight. The disadvantage.
It's disadvantage giant versus weakling. So
That's the
I
name.
told Cleovad to guard him, like to protect him. What
He's
the fuck is he doing?
he's protecting him from the chaos. You know, he's not he doesn't care about Jupiter that much to like. He's not imagining that Awerthan and Jupiter are dying. It's fine. Don't worry.
Sure.
So, Jupiter, you and Awerthan are both prone. This thing just out of arm's reach. You're on top of Awerthan, who's between you and a bunch of broken crates. What's your next move? Your
To scrabble to it,
Scrabble.
like just crawl.
I mean, that's not super
Play
hard.
Scrabble.
I think the thing that's important is, do you get it, or does Awerthan get it?
So worth on going for it?
Awerthan
I get it.
at
You know
this-
why?
Hmm.
You know why I get it?
Why do you get it?
That's why I get it.
I'm gonna have you both roll sleight of hand at disadvantage. See who wins. This is the final round. 11 versus
Pretty good.
18.
Oh!
my God.
Awerthan
Warthon is
going
doing something.
hard.
Fuck you, Warthon.
He is a surgeon, you know?
He's got those nimble fingers. So as soon as you lift your weight off him to reach, he like scurry shuffle goes for it, and he clutches it like fetal position because he's kind of afraid you're gonna beat him.
Even with the hold person on him?
Wait, you cast hold person? Oh, I didn't even cast. God, I'm.
No,
so
yeah,
sorry.
yeah. That's why I was like,
Oh,
that's
okay.
how I'm gonna win.
All right, so you cast hold person before you go for it, and it's a wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me check. Too bad I wasted a super high roll, right? What do you have for?
16.
Okay.
Unless that goes up with my level, which I don't think it does.
All right, Awerthan. Let's see. Nope.
Nope.
So you cast hold person on him. As you tell, he's gonna scrabble faster than you, but you grab him, and he looks at you with like, "I can't believe you fucking did this" face as you cast it on him, and he just falls sideways right here. And then
I'm gonna
Jupiter,
grab it.
you grab it, and now your precious is yours. The king.
My precious.
Oh man.
I'm gonna look at him and say, I'm so sorry. And then I'm just gonna go sit down in this chair over here, but turn it to face them so I can have a front row seat. And then I'm gonna lift the spell.
So you are you just like clutching this thing in your hands too, or?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna take it out of circulation, but so you're double clutching on this thing, sitting back on the chair, and then you let Awerthan out of the spell, and let's go back to the action over here. So Yakasama, you got splattered. You're in the process of tearing your robe. The other half of the thing's down the hole. I'm just gonna say Sully's up. If you want to do anything with it. It's slowly getting slower.
I'll just jump in and stomp it to death.
Okay.
Stomp, stomp, stomp.
Just roll a strength.
Like
Just
straight strength, or
just strength. Yep. And you're
that sucks.
yeah. I mean, you're hitting the ground with your foot, and it's like trying to stomp on a puddle of goo. It's weird. It's usually what you'd
Stomp
expect
out that
something.
piece of gum.
Yeah, it's what you'd expect something to end up as, not start as you're stomping it. But you're stomping on it. Mill, you see Yakasame struggling with her twitching bit and slowly stomping, and obviously crates broke, and Jupiter's now sitting in a chair.
What Mill do?
Yeah.
Looks at Jupiter. What is happening?
Is that what you do?
No.
Okay.
So he's stomping. Is the one in Yakasame's robe still wriggling?
Yeah, and like
Still
sparking with electricity because it's got the shit shocked out of it.
not touching that. Not going to take a shot at the one that he's stomping. The one that Sully is currently just given the boot to. Is it still trying to escape?
I mean, it's trying to escape as much as a jellyfish on the beach getting stomped is, yeah.
So, real quick, DM,
Yeah.
did this encounter go the way that you envisioned it?
It's a way that I planned it could have happened, believe it or not.
Did this go the way you envisioned it, Winter? This is all your plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, nope. They've got this. I'm just going to turn, walk a couple steps, and console my wolf.
Your wolf's stressed the fuck out right now. This is
Yeah, I'm
not-
going to spend
just-
my time.
I just
calming
imagine the
down
wolf is just like,
the
what
actual foot.
the fuck?
These
Just like-
humans are crazy.
What did we get into?
Luckily, we're not the humans.
Is this Gat's corgi? Yeah.
Just me and Cleo.
Cleo looks to Winter and looks to Jupiter, sees Jupiter's fine, and he's gonna be a hero, you guys.
God.
He's
I
going
need a
to
hero.
take Mill's spot,
Yes.
and he's gonna lean in front of
Oh.
Winter. He's gonna grab a candle, and then he's gonna bring his candle over to Yakasame with his movement, and just put the candle up against Yakasame's ropes, right where the thing's on you that you're tearing the cloth off. 1, making it easier to tear the cloth off. 2, lighting the thing fucking on fire.
Makes sense to me.
And it just starts squealing and burning up like oil almost.
Now, I would like to point out I'm trying to make sure it doesn't burn my entire robes off,
Yes, yes.
but I'm not stopping this either. I'm like, yeah, fucking burn it, dude.
I may get naked.
This is just like every average house party. There's chaos, and then you just got the people. One person consoling the dog, one person sitting on the chair, drunk as fuck, and the other guy passed out, stuck to the ground.
Oh
Winter, you saw Cleovad light Yakasame's robes on fire. What do you do?
There's still one like right underneath me,
Sully
right?
is, down stomping the jellyfish thing. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell him to move his foot, and I'm gonna frostbite it.
I'll do that.
All right. I'm sure it is going to succeed on a con save. It's not. So, yeah, you freeze it, and it.
I got one more d6.
And it's basically globule ice. But it's weird. It's still like trying to retract from it being squished and splashed. So it's like you froze a stomped on Jello pad or something. I don't know. There it is.
Okay.
With that, Yakasame, you're able to tear that section of your robe off as it burns to cinders and smoke in the corner here.
Yeah, throw it on the
Perception
ground.
check. What she look like under them robes?
Well, they're still robes. It's just
Wow.
a layer of robe, you know.
It was like, you underestimate her poverty.
The levels of poverty here are.
Who's going
This
to get a view if you can
Jello
get a
thing,
view?
this Jello thing is literally a song of ice and fire. Oh,
Oh,
Whoa.
and dab.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Now let's see how Awarthon's handling this. With another wisdom save. Not super great.
oh, I lifted the spell.
Yeah, but he's pissed. So he's gonna
Oh.
storm up to you and start yelling at you like no one's ever heard Awarthon yell before. I cannot believe you cast hold person on me to get a hold of your damn little statue idol. You barely able to move. He's just going off like, fuck
He
you.
has my attention. I've turned around like, oh shit.
Hold on, I'm about to do something even better.
So he's yelling at you.
I'm gonna cast this with my eye.
Oh my god.
When I see that, I like to use my reaction.
Wow.
And with that reaction,
Oh.
Ah, you whore!
So go ahead and roll that. Yakasami.
I mean, do I have to?
Let's see.
Third level or lower?
Oh,
Yeah, it's third level. It's a second level spell.
It's just done. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that shut down. And Awarthon looks.
Oh, he's still yelling. It just didn't work.
Yeah, Awarthon looks at Jupiter, saw the eyes start glowing, and then Yakasami's like, nah. And he's like, oh my god.
Get him, Awarthon, get him.
And
No, I'm
Funny
sad.
as fuck. Like just some teeth and like, get him, get him.
and
Get him, Awarthon.
he calms
I'm
down
going to
a
actually-
little bit and just says, Jupiter, I do not want to do this. Please just put the statue down and we'll all talk about this. And he raises his hand like he's going to cast a spell if you don't do it. Please, Jupiter.
Okay, so I'm gonna out of character this. I totally was gonna cast hold person again. But I'll give him the statue. Reluctantly, but I'll give it to him.
So you hand it out for him to grab it, and he just gestures to the ground, like, just put it on the ground. Still holding up, like, I'm gonna get you with my magic. His little hands.
I'll do it.
His little,
I'll do it.
little hands. I'll get you.
I'm very curious what spell he was gonna use. Oh shit. Yeah, I guess I'll put it on the ground and I'll rip. No, I don't have. Do I have any cloth?
I mean, you've got clothes.
I don't want to rip my clothes off though. Don't want to give Winter that delicacy. I'll throw my blanket on top of it. I have a blanket.
There you go. So you throw it on the ground and throw a blanket on it. Cool. And so that commotion happened, everybody. On top of your commotion.
We all are.
Yeah. So, what did we just do?
I'm gonna pull out my. So is it like frozen? Is it like flopping around?
You made a popsicle. That's a weird shape,
Okay.
but it's a popsicle.
Okay. So
Now, what about the baby?
I'm gonna look down again. Do I see it?
I mean, it was in the other room. Yeah.
I'll go to the other room and look in the hole.
Unless anybody's going.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Okay.
Wide-eyed.
I
I'm going
need,
with.
I need something to put this in.
So
Does anyone have a vial or something?
I have a box full of slime.
Awarthon, do you have any vials?
I'll start with
Empty
Sully.
potion bottles.
Sully comes over and looks down to where Winter said there was a baby. None of you guys saw the baby, but you did hear it. And it did come from back here. And there's just this pile of ashes. Little pile of ashes.
There's nothing but ashes in here.
It's because it wasn't a real fucking baby. It was this thing, and I'm gonna wave my fucking frozen.
What is that?
I don't know. We need to put it up. Actually,
How'd you know we had to kill it if you don't know what it is?
because anything that uses a baby as bait is going to fucking kill you.
Maybe I don't know.
I'm gonna try and use detect magic on it real quick. To see if the entity is magical in any way.
It's not really glowing. Nah.
Okay.
Might be dead, too. Maybe.
Little.
Yeah, I'd say we just put this up and figure out what it is later. I mean, for fuck's sake, it was making a talking baby noise. I mean, what kind of good thing does that? I mean, like, you know, and I'm just gonna put it up in like a vial or a glass or something.
I got a flask.
That might work. Is it
Is there
sitting
like
there?
a empty glass bottle or something around here?
I got a flask I can empty.
I don't want you to waste your booze.
I can waste my booze. I don't mind.
I have an empty potion bottle.
I'm gonna
I'll
snap that.
I'll open
gonna-
up my flask and down it.
I don't mind this at all.
Hey!
So, Sully, what was in your flask?
Whiskey.
Damn.
Yeah, roll,
He just downed it.
just roll me a con save real quick, just to see how you handled that. You'll feel it soon.
Oh yeah.
Also, you probably aren't minding feeling it soon. This is crazy as fuck. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he just downed the whole thing, and he's holding out the flask.
I reach it out to him.
I already grabbed the bottle from Jupiter as he was chugging it.
Okay, well I'll put my flask away.
I also have something in my inventory called a Lakua. I don't know what that is, but it's there.
I think we had talked about
Was
that.
that one of the herbs
Yeah,
that you got?
yeah, that's one of your special
I think
herbs.
that's kind of
Oh, yeah.
addictive and dangerous.
Sully,
Yeah.
wait, did you drink your flask before putting it up or afterwards?
After I finish it, I put it back.
Okay, so you are getting drunk though, right?
He's drunk.
Most likely.
Sweet. Okay, because Winter wasn't paying attention to that at all. He saw the bottle, the empty bottle from Jupiter. He's like, "Fuck yeah, I'm going to that."
We'll say you force the ice into the bottle piece by piece. It's in there now. Just
In there.
yeah. Sully so graciously offered his flask, but was declined his offer, and drank all of it.
I didn't decline it. I just didn't hear it.
Yeah.
That's declining it.
Winter did not hear it.
Oh well.
He just got day drunk. That's all.
Yeah, you know, like 9 a.m. drinking.
Yeah. Yakasami's kind of looking down in the hole and like up at Winter and around at the party and like, guys, can we talk for a minute? Can we talk about what just happened and what's been going on?
Can one of you
Like,
deal with Jupiter? I'm done with him. And he gestures to the thing on the ground. He's obsessed with that thing. I'm done trying to stop him. I cannot believe he cast a spell on me like that. And just like goes around Winter into the back. He's upset.
But that's pretty fucked up. He has kind of the right to be pissed off. But this all stems from just poor communication. Jupiter, you wouldn't have been in the position if you'd told us you were going off and doing some stuff. Winter, this just happened because you wouldn't explain what was going on, and we just followed you on the one path. We didn't discuss other
I
options,
really do
possible
appreciate your
avenues.
faith.
Yeah, I'll do it. I mean, we're of course anytime, but we should really start to communicate a little bit better because it's getting us in some bad positions. We don't even know these two people, and we're sleeping with them. I think I don't. I look over at Winter like, what is happening?
Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
In my drunken stupor, are you hitting on me, sir?
I believe he has a thing for elves.
I'm sorry, I'm not interested. You're not my type.
Jack Sparrow who? I love it.
Sorry, Winter. But no, seriously.
What did this just turn into?
No, seriously, I'm not interested.
Can I have my thing back now?
No, I don't think you should yet until we discuss.
Yeah, because
Okay.
that may be the voice of reason.
Yeah. When is this happening, guys? But Awarthon's pissed. Okay, he's done nothing but try to help us. He saved my life a bunch. I've saved his life. Jupiter, he's only trying to help you, and you apparently did something very, very bad that he didn't appreciate. Right? Right?
Right.
So I'm just saying, maybe a little better communication, and we won't be in such crazy positions where we're breaking holes in the floor, which now, Cleovad, you're gonna have to spruce this place up again.
I think
talk-
it adds character.
We'll talk about that later, Cleovad. Listen. There was something underneath the floorboard, disguised as a baby, that was going to try to eat some motherfuckers. I was gonna try and eat you.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
you're wrong. I'm just saying maybe there was another option. Like maybe we didn't have to tear holes in the floorboard in two different places where there weren't holes before. Maybe we could have went outside and just
And
shot from under
crawl.
there.
Nah.
We don't need to go under there. I can shoot.
I'm gonna look in. Man, that was a pretty big hole that you made there.
Oh yeah, I could do another one. Don't you worry. But that's not the point.
But it made a bigger hole for me to jump into. I mean, it was literally the perfect plan.
I mean, it worked. Don't get me wrong. But now there's consequences. Now we have two big holes in the floor, which
Here.
I don't know where that baby or this thing, whatever this thing is, came from. But what if it comes back? Now it
Well-
has easy access.
We won't be around long enough to find out because we gotta go to Makomo, right?
Are we going to Makomo?
You know what I think? Maybe this statue was the issue. This black thing, and I point at it. That statue has been a problem, a thorn in your side for some time since you found it.
True.
Yeah, I've had it for a while, but okay.
But I mean, everybody's trying to keep you from it.
I mean, my issues didn't start until I came into this group, so maybe it's a group of all of us together.
I look at Jupiter. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I look at Jupiter also.
Where is the statue right now?
Under a blanket, right under me.
Like right here.
But again, half of us right now
He's
thinks we're going to
sitting on it,
Makomo,
right?
He's like above it. Yeah.
and the other half still thinks we're going to go fight a witch. So I look around the room.
Part of me wants to be stupid and, like, in his drunken stupor, I'm not saying I'm doing this, but in his drunken stupor, go grab the statue and throw it.
I'd
I
say
wouldn't
Are
blame
you?
you.
You're not doing that?
he's not, but he can tell
I
if
don't
he wants
know.
to. He's eyeballing it.
I want to. I want to, but I'm not sure. I don't want my character to die on session 1.
We'll wait till next session for that one.
You can always find out.
Hold on, let me do it like this.
There we go. Now we got him thinking.
Okay. Positive numbers, I do it. Negative numbers, I don't.
The dice side.
Those are both
I do it.
positive.
And I was like, wait, fuck.
Okay, I'll do it. I go grab the statue and I'm gonna be like, this
As soon
stupid
as he
thing.
moves anywhere towards it, I'm casting vampiric.
Yeah, dude, you're going towards Golem's ring right now.
I'm
Are you sure
vampiric
about that?
touch, and like standing up in front of him.
Is that a spell?
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
vampiric
casting it on my
touch.
hand.
Gonna use
And
it.
Oh, that's I'm readying it. I'm not using it. I'm just
Oh.
like
Oh,
I'm not
you're
touching
ready.
him with it.
Okay.
I'm just like
I was like,
Bitch.
okay.
You stance up, Yakasame stances up.
Like, whoa,
Oh, no.
buddy.
So slowly starts
like-
to move towards the statue, and Jupiter raises his hand up, crackling it menacingly with magical energy.
Yakasame just spams her staff on the floor. Hopefully get people's attention. and stop
Cleovad starts
moving.
banging his polearm on the floor too.
God damn it, Cleovad, shut up. Guys, this is what I'm talking about. Are we going to Makomo, or are we going to fight a witch? Let's answer it right now. Let's go around the room. I point to Mills.
This is like,
Mill, what do?
I agree with Yakasame. Though I have only joined you, and it is not my place to say as such, my vote lies in going to Makoma. I can lead you there safely. For the most part. Mayhap I have no interest in pursuing a witch.
Sounds very beneficial. I point to Soul. You want to fight a witch, or do you want to go to Makomo with us?
I say they're both good ideas, but right now I'm too drunk. That
I
was supposed to be
understand that.
funny. It was horrible.
fitting of a drunk person.
I'll go with whatever
Yeah,
you
exactly.
decide.
The drunk person tells a joke, no one laughs. That's normal.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I vote Makomo. I point to Winter.
Wherever Orthon wants to go.
I yell out, Orthon, where do you want to go? Makomo or kill a witch?
And when you all get quiet enough to try and listen to Warthon, you can just hear him quietly sobbing to himself in the other room.
God damn it, he's crying again. Whatever, he'll just follow us. He wants to go with. He wants to go to Makomo. Jupiter?
I'm going to do whatever you do, but right now I'm gonna go apologize to a Warthon.
Thank you.
And I want you to trust me, but I'm going to give him this to destroy. Because if anyone should do it, it should be him. And I'm gonna pick up the little statuette. I'm gonna walk in there.
You know I trust you. Take the statue, do whatever you want with it. Cleovad, I don't care what you want to say. We're going to Makomo then, guys.
Going where Winter's going.
In my head, Yuritsun, does that sound good? She's like panicking in her head, like, Jesus Christ.
Way to take charge. You got him. You did it.
Yeah.
Good job. Now, yeah, I don't think you guys should go fight the witch. I think you'd all die, honestly.
Yeah.
You probably, at least most of them.
At least half
not a
of
good
these people.
idea.
I literally say that out loud, probably. At least half of these
Just
people.
go to Makoma, get an army, then go kill her. You know, not that hard.
Yeah.
What was
Army.
that, Yakasame?
Oh, nothing. Just getting ready for Makomo. Just the trip ahead. It's going to be a long trip. You guys ready? Jupiter, you going to be able to make it? We should probably...
I went into the room with the Warthon.
Oh, right. Sorry. I look around. Well, we should probably gather our stuff and get ready then, huh?
Cleavad's like, didn't even really unpack. But
Yeah, I'm all set.
Yeah. Yakuza doesn't know what to say.
I got
All right.
everything I need.
Maybe some water might help you, Sully. There's a... yeah.
We should go
Winter-
around because they're back there.
Yeah, probably.
The well's
Winter, do you want to accompany me to get some water from the well?
Sure.
I don't want to go out there alone. I don't know what's around here. But basically, I want to go get some water for Sully.
cool. So pan to
Okay.
Awarthon, Jupiter. Jupiter, you come in. Awarthon's kind of sitting on the ground, hands in knees, or his head in his knees, and he's crying, trying to be quiet.
Warthon, I know I'm probably the last person you want to see right now, but there's something you should know.
He's just crying.
I need you to look at me when I do this, when I tell you this.
Crying for a bit, and you get like a half look through his hair, which is all messy right now.
The reason I don't want anyone else to touch this statue is because I don't want them to see what I saw. And this is why I'm trying to change it, but you die in Makoma.
He stops crying and just kind of like gasps. What?
It's why I didn't want you to see it and why I was so protective of it. This has nothing to do with Auril at all. This is just something I got messed up with seeking knowledge, like I told you yesterday. And I like you a lot, and it's hard for me to accept, and that's why I want to try and change it. But I don't want to see you go.
Well, you said there's two dreams or whatever visions, and we decided
There is.
they weren't necessarily true. They're just options. I don't have to die in Makoma, right?
I hope not. And that's why I'm going to do everything in my power to prevent that. But I think one option's gonna completely make me, and so it's a matter of losing me, or me and most of the party, or you. And I don't know if anyone else dies, but that's why I'm here, and I want to destroy this so that you know, and no one else can know. And I feel like you should at least know.
Do you even know how to destroy it?
No, I don't. It's probably spell ridden. But it seems porcelain, so I mean, I can try my fucking hardest.
He just looks kind of shocked. This is why knowledge isn't always good. Now I'm doubting myself. All I have is going to Makoma. That's where I need to go. If I don't do that, all this was for nothing.
If you still would like to go, then that is what we will do, because yeah, I would just want you to know I'm going to try everything in my power to prevent this.
Thanks, I guess.
And with that, I will just throw it into the fire.
Okay. Throws figurine into crackling hearth. And when you do that, Awarthon says kind of feebly, "Can you just leave me alone for a bit?"
Of course. And I will go back out and sit in the chair again.
Cool. Winter Yakasame, is there any special banter you wanted to do on your walk to the well? Or just gathering things for Sully's soberation?
I mean, Winter, I didn't want to call you out or anything in there for breaking the floor. You were right, and I wanted to kill the thing too. You know, I just wanted to make a point.
No, you're good. No worries.
Okay. I will probably follow you blindly into setting anything on fire that you ask, by the way, so.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. No, seriously, you did good. You stuck to your guns. And you did something that took a lot of fervor. Good job.
Thanks.
Keep at it.
Appreciate that. It was hard.
Next time, try not to look so anxious.
All right. I'll try. It's not easy, though, you know? I'm not really...
Sometimes you just gotta puff your chest out.
Yeah, that's what people tell me. I'll try better. I'll do better. But,
So, we getting
we
water?
should... Yeah, we should get some water for Sully, and before we leave, we should try to find something to help Jupiter, because he's probably going to slow us down. Maybe we should talk to Molly about a cart or something.
We'll get one in town.
Yeah. But yeah, then we come back with the water, hopefully.
Cool. Yeah, you come back, whatever flask, or if you even want to bring the whole damn bucket in, you can. Doesn't
Yeah, that's
matter.
the plan. Yeah.
Slowly, as you know, water helps. And they bring you nice, fresh mountain water out of the well.
I'll drink it till I sober up.
Awarthon doesn't come out of the back for a bit, like an hour, unless anybody's trying to
Yeah,
kick
that's
him
fine.
out of there. So if you
Nah.
wanted to, or had any reason to mull about and do a short rest, you could count that as a short rest on top of the long one. I don't know if any of you guys recoup spells on that.
I was going to say, I'm not sure.
Warlock,
Damn, you know
for
better.
help.
use a
Warlocks
warlock, you
than I
get your
do.
spell slots back with every short rest.
That's what I thought.
Except
That's what I
for your
thought.
racial ones that you have.
Once a day, right? Okay, that's big time.
Okay, so we get one spell slot back.
If you're a warlock, you get all your spell slots back with a short rest. I'm just saying you guys basically have the equivalent of 2 short rests right now, waiting for a warthon.
I'm going to try and read my book then.
Okay.
I hate to be this guy, guys, but I'm about to pass out.
I was gonna actually say now might be a good time, because
Really good time.
Yeah, man, I'm about to pass out. I've been like that for about an hour.
Yeah.
and I've been struggling
I've
all
been up
night,
almost-
so let's call it before we ruin everything and have to retcon again.
Yeah,
This
I
is good.
think-
This is good
I think
timing
we're at a
too.
good spot now.
Cool.
I had a blast, guys. Thank you for inviting me, and I'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, thank
See
you.
you.
Sounds good.
Yep. Later, man.
Later, everyone.
Have a good night.